Welcome to my Tuesday live at 8. Um, Anyone notice anything different besides my giant weird hair? Okay, it's the cat pictures. I'm really proud of these. This is what I spent too much of my weekend doing, was trying to find frames and paint them and mat them. I got these pictures made for my partner for Christmas. Um, and they are of our cats. Yeah, I am that bitch. I am that I'm that cat lady. So yeah, I think they turned out okay. Pretty happy. Um, so how's everyone doing? Nobody's here. I was talking to myself. Oh, someone's here. Hi. I'm not alone. Um, I'm I'm in a mood today. I think it's just being back. I think it's being back at I don't even know what to do with this hair. What do I do with it? I think it's being back at work after having 3 days off. I had a really nice weekend. How was your weekend, peeps? Um, yeah, I had a really nice weekend, and yeah, it's just I'm grateful for a job. I'm grateful for a job. If I'm being honest, between you and me and the rest of the internet, the other 5 people that watch this, um, I really just want to be working on my business all the time. I love it. Brings me a lot of joy, and that's what I want to be doing. But anyway, it's Monday. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I look like this. I think I have allergies. Like my eyes are like kind of puffy and itchy, and uh, look like this all the time. Um, but in good news, it's it's fucking 8 o'clock and it's sunny out. Well, like it's bright out. That's exciting. So we have that. There's lots of leaves on the trees coming out. Things are getting lush and green, so that's nice. Um, yeah, I got very stern with the lady from National Student Loan Center today, just before I got on here, and I feel badly about it. I would just she wasn't making sense. Hi. Welcome. So I'm feeling some shame now, and I almost want to call her up and apologize. I mean, I was like not rude. She was just repeating the same things over and over. Um anyway, so that's where I am. It's Tuesday, and that's where I'm at. So I was gonna come on and talk about failure, um, which seems timely because um, I feel like I failed today. Um, so as usual, it's not going to be particularly scripted. Sorry, I was very distracted. There's somebody coming on saying that they love me and what's my name. Like, you're on here. Do you know what my name is? You came onto my live. It says so and so's live. Anyway, I gotta do something about this. That's better. So, so I was gonna come on and talk about failure very, very quickly. I talk about it a lot. Hi, Heather. You missed some riveting preamble, so you'll have to catch that later. It's really important, and I think your life will be enhanced greatly once you watch the video. Oh my gosh, failure. Okay, I talk about it all the time, but yes, it comes up a lot, and it came up. Well, I was talking about it in my workshop last week, and somebody was talking about procrastination and how they procrastinate, and I think their fear was around, if I don't, and I was talking about like doing things from a place of love and trying to grow from a place of love rather than from a place of hate. And I think that their comment was that they were worried that they were just going to be like, um, you know, unmotivated slugs, and how much they feel unmotivated. And so we talked pretty briefly about procrastination, and your what I suggested was her relationship with failure, and her no, I can't chat with you after mh66.m. So so distracting. Her relationship with failure and her own self-worth um around failing. So procrastination and failure and perfectionism all are like good bed buddies. Um and they all kind of relate to self-worth. So procrastination, I mean, I procrastinate because I'm a perfectionist. Procrastination, you wouldn't be able to tell, but I am. Um, Procrastination is a byproduct of perfectionism, um, which I would say is a byproduct of fear of failure. But yeah, if you are afraid of not being perfect, um, and you expect that whatever you do or produce needs to be perfect, because somewhere along the way you've learned that your worth is tied to you're being perfect, or you got praise for being perfect, or you don't think you're like worthy of breathing air unless you do something perfectly. um it's going to be really, that's a lot of pressure. So obviously you're going to procrastinate. You're going to put that off, because that you have to confront that fear. You have to sit in those feelings of feeling like a piece of shit, or not being good enough, or what if I don't achieve the thing that I think I'm going to, and then I have to ask myself all of those questions, and look at who I am as a person. Um, it's easier just to not do it than to like try to do it and fail. So that's why many folks are procrastinate, and then you end up doing it at the last minute because you have to, or you fail and then you feel okay about that failure because it because you didn't try, which is the same for many folks, most of us in life, right? Like a lot of us are stuck where we are, and we're not willing to go do things um, because we're afraid of failing. We're afraid of stepping outside of our comfort. So it's easier to just not try and know we can expect within that. We know what to expect within that of not trying or not pushing ourselves. But that's easier for us to manage than having to confront like failure. So m_h66.m, fuck off. I'm trying to run a live. You know what my name is. Maybe you're a bot. Either way, it's really distracting and disrespectful. And I've had enough of it. I digress. Failure, when we like, we fear failure so much because we make it mean something. We make it mean something about us. We make it mean that we're not worthy enough, that we're not good enough. Whereas again, if you ask anyone who has quote unquote succeeded in life, they are going to tell, they have all kinds of examples of failing. That nobody can have any great advances without taking great risks, because the sure way to make your life look exactly the same is to keep doing the exact same thing. So if you want to change your life, you got to try something different. And if you want to try something different, you have to be willing to accept that that might just fail or not go the way you planned, which is really all that failure is. It's just not meeting your expectation. And that's not as scary as we think it is. Like that in itself isn't as scary. What's the scary thing is all the things we attach to it and how we attach our worth to it, um, and the pain that we associate with it or feel from it. And then we don't want to feel that, so we just either numb out, or we don't push ourselves to try new things or risk things because we're too afraid of discomfort. So what if we viewed failure as like inevitable, part of like growth? Like, I've heard of people who aim to fail because they're like, if I'm not failing, I'm not growing. Because that is where growth happens. And that's where the real like character stuff comes from. And it's feedback. Like, okay, this is just, I would do it differently this time. Next time I'll try it this way. And how, if we can extract the fact, like our own worth, like your worth isn't determined by whether you fail or not. I mean, I wouldn't even go so far as to say your worth is determined whether you try, by any means, but that is where the real challenge lies, is in the trying and the being able to fail and knowing that you have your own back when you fail, that you'll be okay, that you can manage, you will figure it out, you're resourceful and you're smart, and you've been through really tough shit, and that it's just part of the process of getting to where you want to go. That is part of that's just part of failure. What am I at? 12 minutes. Okay. I feel like I'm not gonna chat too much more, because this seems like a good enough place to end it. So, oh, was there one other thing I was gonna say about failure? Procrastination. I'm procrastinating working on choreo, which I procrastinate a lot. Probably because I have to confront all those feelings and feel like I'm not good enough at it, and struggle through things. So I'm going to apply some of my own thoughts this evening, as I try. For anyone who's interested, I'm working on choreo for a stripping workshop. Heather says if you don't fail, it means you haven't tried hard enough, for sure. It's often it means you haven't pushed yourself hard enough, for sure. Like if you're making goals and they're out, I know the cat photos. You missed the beginning. They are the best part of this video by far. Yeah, if you set goals and they don't scare you, then it's like, they're maybe not big enough goals. And if you're not pushing yourself enough, like if you push yourself enough to those, there's going to be failure. Failure is inevitable. It's just part of life. Let's just accept that is part of it. And if you live a life without failure, it's going to be really boring and you're not going to grow as a person. So that's that. What was I saying? Working on choreo for a stripping workshop, which is Saturday, May 23rd at 8 p.m. What's the worst that can happen? I'm going to look like a fool. You might feel like a fool. I won't see you unless you want me to. But I can handle that. I'm pretty okay and pretty familiar with looking like a fool. And even if it goes terribly and I like fall off the chair and nobody attends, or people attend and they hate it, yeah, like I'll have some stuff to work through for sure. But like all in all, I will be okay. And I can tell that that is not going to determine my worth as a person. Like I'm still think I'm a decent teacher and I have things to offer. And if one workshop goes terribly, that's okay. I mean, I really hope it doesn't, and it won't. It's going to be great. You should come. It's 8 p.m. You can sign up on my stuff and things. So it's on my pages. It's on my feed. It's in my it's on my website. It's called Sexy Ed. Stripping for the Bedroom is the workshop name. You can come. You can have your video off, your name off. Hi, Janet. You missed so much. We're talking about failure and perfectionism and procrastination and cats and stripping. It's pretty much my life. Cats, stripping, and failure. Name of my autobiography. So, on that note, maybe I'll see you Saturday. I'll see you. His hair is just getting better and better. I'll see you Friday at 4 for another live. Let me know topic you'd like to talk about, have me talk about, listen to me talk about, listen to me ramble. You should come, Janet. I love stripping too. Turns out you can do it online. You could always do it online. Thank you. Thank you. I also love the frames. Very pleased. So we'll end it there. How about that, folks? Give yourself a lovely little evening. I'm going to go work on choreo. Still open to song suggestions. Thinking about Pony because it's classic and I do love stripping to that song. But if anyone else has one they'd like to suggest, maybe Prince. Could be Prince. Just saying. Maybe Rihanna. Oh, the world's my oyster. All right, I'm getting off here. Get off later. Love you. Have a good night. Chat soon. Ending.